celebrating another Scott Sterling win. Make sure you watch our other videos and subscribe for more sports highlights and hilarious videos. Comment on your favorite Scott Sterling moment. We also want to thank Coach Jared Meekum of the Tar Heels for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Be sure to share this video, my tragic loss, with your friends and family.
We beat you guys.
Alright, Bulldogs. Woo! Woo!
The only reason they won is because of Scott. Who plays Roblox? What?
You want to look at?
It's on there too.
Have you seen the game at all? Just want to
I didn't see the Blues game.
I didn't play Roblox for you. I
That's
just
just go for the happy.
told me I'm waiting. Oh, this is the mini.
Just a quick comment. I'd like to see the, this, I don't know who this is, doesn't matter. This player. This player needs to line up against this player. Okay?
No, wait.
So, comment here, backhand pass, blind backhand pass, or in the middle of the ice. You're not asking for it.
What are you supposed to do that sitting in? Because you can't pass to anyone else.
Okay.
It's a bad angle. Yeah.
She could have got the puck right on her. I don't think she gets it, but blind backhand pass in the middle of the ice is never a good thing.
How are you on Bob's bench? He's not.
No, that was down the other end. That was top of her. So, I know this is a tough thing because it's moving at speed, but a defenseman should know where that player at the back pressure is. So, should probably fake going behind the net and cut back the other way. Because, you know, where's the puck, where's the pressure, where's the open ice? There's, I don't know, there's one blue player here, one blue player, one blue player. So that's where the pressure's going to be. The puck's here, open ice, and white players are over here. I'm not sure what happens, but. Oh, sandwich. So it's tough because you got to get that peripheral view and know where that pressure is coming from. If it's coming from your inside shoulder and you're going towards the net, throw it back the other way. If it's on your outside shoulder, cut towards the net, really close, and hang up that forward.
You do have one other option there too, is that if this forward reads this and gets to that boards, you have 3 of their attackers coming in deep. You can trap 3 of their forwards by bringing that puck over to that forward.
Since it's your first time up here,
I was really tired.
Okay? You say player
Those are the same
X
thing.
or player Z.
2 hours away and 2 hours back.
You don't say
We
names.
didn't say Lily. This was
That's what you're saying. Player X or player
Again, just a kind of whack-a-mole. Okay, watch. We got the puck here, and we just kind of bat it around. Get control. Look, get your head up. Don't just whack it.
That's so scary. It's not attacking.
stack. Hey, all right, so as we're going into the zone here, we're attacking the zone. You can run it through until it just gets to the, okay, we have 3 forwards here, and we're using half of the ice. Okay, we'll go a little bit further. And freeze. We're still using half of the ice, and we're basically in one
So we
line.
should have spread out more.
So if this player is going
More
in,
of a risky pass then.
Well,
That's what I'm thinking.
this forward here needs to find open ice and needs to spread it out. So with this forward going over here, she's either wide open or this coverage right here is going to go with it and it's going to open all this ice. So she can cut in, this forward can follow behind. So the idea is create space, create ice, create opportunities. All right.
So we talked a little bit about F1, F2, F3, right? A little bit. What's F1? Who's F1 in this set?
I don't know.
I know. I never learned what that is.
Jesse.
I don't know what it is.
I mean, Claire J.
Who's everyone?
There, Jay.
F1 is usually the player crosses the blue line first, so they're usually going to be the one with the
Okay.
Have the fun.
Claire J.
Oh, you got the board?
And the boys wonder.
What?
Board of Wonder?
The magical board of wonder.
F2 typically is the
Try it out though. F1.
F2 is typically the second person over the line.
Wait, drive in this case.
Teach me. And this
Try this one.
case.
It is.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
That's where they are. It's the wrong area.
Coming in the zone.
So F1 typically drives wide. So driving wide, I like to say driving wide is a stick length from the boards. That's a good measurement.
starts with the F. And he's being fought. When you
Yeah,
get the F3 is on the other side.
Actually, I don't know.
So now that you're driving.
I can't see.
Hold on, hold on.
No, I can't see.
Comes and skates, and then F2 goes hard to the net and screens the goalie.
Oh, okay.
On the far post.
F3
F3's on the far side.
F3 is standing up here like hash marks. Then F1 is gonna come and then pass to him. And then he can like backdoor. If F2's over there, he can backdoor and then bang, and then or he can just shoot. But
One problem is.
F2, F1, hush. After he passes, he has to go to the net. Oh, like for the rebound.
Look at
Okay,
I'm confused.
that's all right. Let me.
Player L is explaining it well right now.
So typically, when you're skating against somebody, this is the, they call this various things, the house, the castle.
Dead man cell.
All right, so we're trying to get this is, so there's a rink within a rink. Let me draw that real quick.
I know we're gonna ruin.
So typically, this is good ice,
Can we watch?
right? And everything out here is called bad ice.
Oh, good ice, bad ice. But the bad ice is actually the center. But the bad ice can also be helpful.
Right? So we want, when we have the puck and we're in the offensive zone, we want to get to good ice, right?
Yeah.
Okay? And if they have the puck, we want to push them out to bad ice. Okay? So in our zone, I call this dead
Isn't
man
that
zone.
like a royal road is the bad ice?
Well, here's a royal road, right? We went over that.
The center, which is a good ice.
This is right down the middle, right?
What's racist?
Okay? So again, we're trying to enter their zone, and any decent team's going to probably have.
We're decent, right?
Well, just anyone that kind of knows positions, right? They're gonna set up.
I am yelling.
Okay, they're gonna set up like this in a dice pattern.
Oh.
Okay, so F1 typically should come down the boards because this is all good ice. I mean, bad ice, but it's open, right? So F1 either way is coming down the boards because these guys are typically lined up in the middle. So you're gonna have a lot of opportunity here. Okay? So F1 attacks, I like to say it 4 ways. they attack deep, hard, fast, and wide. Now, like I was saying earlier, wide is a stick length away from the boards. So you're not coming down the dot line, because that's kind of where they may be. You're coming down really close to the boards. F2's job, typically, so F2 is coming, and I like them to go to the net. Now, there's two schools of thought. I like to go to the net and take the goalie's eyes away. But there's also the option of F2 going to the far side of the net to be available for backdoor pass.
Yeah, well, how happens if F3 doesn't get to the net and is ready to shoot?
Well, F3 is kind of coming and floating around in this area. Okay? He's an option for a pass from F1 if F1 goes in there and delays enough, and F3 can get there. F2 is causing havoc in front of the net because the goalie's worried about him. The other defenseman's worried about him. F3 is usually open, and he can either float directly behind where the puck is or kind of in this area. But F3's job too is when if we lose control of the puck, he's not down here, then they can have an odd man rush coming back. He's back here, kind of float, and then the D's come in too. Right?
So, yeah, so the nice thing with that too, definitely getting in front of the screen, is that I think a good way to think about it is to find the open spot. So if their defenseman is sitting right in front of the net, if you're F2, don't go stand right by their defenseman. Make them think, make them move to cover you and get to open ice. You could be on the far side, you could be a little bit, just as long as you're in that area, whether you're screening the goalie or whether or not you're getting open, depends. Can we get back to that play?
How do
Do you remember what it was?
we know that who's F1 to and
Yeah, always probably.
Okay.
Who has the puck first? And
Yeah,
is going
whoever
forward.
goes across first
And whoever's
is one.
second.
Okay.
F1 typically
has a puck?
has the puck, because if F1 doesn't have the puck and goes over, what happens?
It's offside.
Okay.
I need my medicine. Oh, it's legal. That could sell for $1 million.
So now,
So, I'm just saying, I think she's going in, she's on the dot line, right? So she's going right on this line right here. So their defenseman is here. But this, what's that?
I was gonna forward it up to where she gets freeze. Okay. So now, yeah. So now this defenseman is not. There is one time where this forward will actually take the puck in and go in and try to shoot. No matter what, this F3 needs or F2 needs to be getting over this open space over here is, wide open. But this defense is looking to step up, meaning that if this defenseman crashed right, you'll see it every once in a while where they'll back right into their goalie.
Oh.
In that case, F1 to go in, use that defenseman as a screen and rifle a shot, attack the net. But this is the right play, is that he's stepping up. F1 should be going out wide. F2 needs to be going to this open ice. F3 needs to move into this open slot here. Find open slot. It can be high slot, but it has to be an easy pass where it can be dropped or it can be. There's plenty of room there.
See, so in this play, F2 should ideally go straight to the net,
No.
depending on what we're working. F1 should be coming down here.
And then pass to the winger.
It could. And then F3 is kind of coming in here and probably coming like that.
Exactly.
Donut.
This pass is open all the time. Look at this. Hey, the short side here, this pass is open all the time in our games. This area, this high slot, and especially on the short side, meaning the side where the puck is the strong side, that pass is open.
So there's various things. So this is F1. So if they can't see if they don't. So what Coach John was saying first, if the F1 comes down and can beat their defenseman, go ahead to the net, take a shot, right? If F1, and at this point, he can look to pass here or here. If he doesn't have an available pass, he's got several options still available to him. He can come back up this way. It's called a delay, right? And then you can have D1 coming in here, or even D2, or F3, F4, and F5. There could be an option here or over here. Another option, just take the puck behind the net. Okay? And then everything kind of shifts. So F3 should actually, I like F3 kind of being high above the puck. So being above the puck, meaning wherever that puck is, F3 is kind of up in this area, following along. Okay? Any questions? You look very inquisitive.
So in this case then, Marlon would be
I'm thinking just based on the positioning, how they're crossing the blue line, I would say if this is Olivia, she should be F2.
Okay, so she's going towards the net.
They cross the blue line at the same time, but the positioning is she's closer to the
center.
yeah, she's open.
She's closer to where the wide road would be, right?
Right. Okay. So she should be going towards the net.
Yeah, it should be like, I think Coach John started off saying a little bit more spacing going across the blue line, give you more options.
Right.
Right?
Somebody either has to cover you or you're wide open.
Yeah,
So if they don't cover you, if they come to cover you, you just create a whole bunch of space where people can skate into.
So again, where's kind of the open ice in this situation that's developing? It's kind of, it's kind of starting to see, like right in here is some really open ice. Right? And then here too, but we have nobody there.
Seems like F3.
Yeah.
Seems like Olivia is F3 in this situation, and then whoever this person is F1.
Well, like I said, I think Olivia's F2 because she's got the most direct route to the front of the net.
Oh, I guess she's closer. Oh, no, I meant F3.
Just based on that, that's all. Especially if they cross at the same time, And now if they both go to the net, that's kind of going to be a problem, right?
Yeah.
So if F2 decides to go to that, then F3's got to look up and say, hey, we can't have too many people down deep because we're going to have issues.
The only time you do that is if we pull our goalie and there's only seconds left in the game and we have to score, then we have F1, F2, F3 deep, and then F4 stays high slot.
Yeah, F4 is up here.
Okay, so then
Or if it's
F3 would be then staying closer to like center of the.
F3's kind of playing in here. He's a safety valve. She's a safety valve. In case they get control of the puck, then we can have the 2D and a high forward. So it's not an outnumbered attack coming back to it. They're just a safety valve.
Okay.
But if we get control of the puck, then they can kind of drift in a little bit lower. But they're also, they're not going so deep that they get caught coming back. Okay.
So what happened here? Okay, so now she went in. One, the defense didn't step back. I mean, he stepped up, played, and then now she has two people on her.
I mean, player O should be getting.
And look at, so our players our F2 should have been
At the net.
at the net. Our F3 should have been cycling in high slot.
F3's kind of okay because that's kind of the high area above. You can kind of see the. You can kind of see the dots, the top of the circle, so that's kind of okay for F2. F2 is out of position basically on this situation, but F1 should not have tried to go through the two defensemen. So that utilize, this area here, and establish a 2-on-1 type of attack. So you want to isolate the defenseman, create 2-on-1 wherever you can on the ice.
So more times than not, if you're F1, you want to take it wide, and that's the point. Is that the default is to go wide, create space, and look for your back or your corner or your front of the net pass or high slot.
Because you're looking because that's where your teammates are going to be. So it's just kind of percentages because they're gonna clog this area, the dead man zone. They're gonna block that area. So you have to kind of isolate. You want to create a 2-on-1 if you can. It's an outnumbered attack. So here, it looks like F2's making a good effort to come back, but
F3 leads.
I like at our blue line to have one stick length. Okay, so you have let's see, right, guys. one stick and the other stick going this way. Okay? So you should be that close to your opponent at the blue line. This is 2, maybe 3 stick lengths between our defenseman and their player. Okay? See what happens. I don't know if they. So kind of slowed up, which is good. Give our forwards. All 5 of our forwards. This is really good. All 5 of our forwards are in the picture. That's really good. And then I like. This isn't really drawn to scale, but then we make contact. So we're making contact here with the other team. Okay, at the tops of the circles. This is where we make contact. Okay, that's stick on. We can't really hit, but so 1 stick length at the blue line, making contact at the top of the by the top of the circles, and staying in contact in the dead man zone.
There she did. Yep, you stepped up. So before, yeah, watch. All right. So you notice right here, we have definitely
Four white jerseys?
Yeah, well, no, just a forest fire, campfire.
Okay.
Forest fire!
No, what do you call a really bad campfire?
A bonfire!
A bonfire or a forest fire? When they're saying the same.
Hey, a forest fire is a little fire. A campfire is when the person goes to the store and gets a marshmallow. And he's still not covered. A forest fire, they're running away.
I like what kind of happens here. Just coming up, our winger sees that there's a man open in front, kind of slides in a little bit, and then she reads that the play is coming back the other way, so she moves to be open.
He's still open, Mark.
But
We're in position.
The way I coach, girls, the way I coach on
He's
this,
terrible.
on a defensive play, if you have this breakdown, we shouldn't have this breakdown, we shouldn't have this case. We should have a defenseman that is here. But if you do see it, that winger has to notice it. This is the most important time. You need to sneak in here, get on him, and then right when you notice that the play is going the other way, you get back to
We are in possession of the puck, so I noticed that, so I went back so I could actually get the pass and get
Not at this moment, we're not in possession.
okay.
Yes, we are.
So what he's saying is you cover the most dangerous man on the ice until we've established
I
control.
need to leave my school.
Which I
I
believe is what happened, but there's still a chance that they can get the puck. So you just got to be aware of it. That's all. That's all we're saying.
She wouldn't pass it. There we go. I'm trying to pass it to her, but then she decided not
That was firing the puck right in the
That
middle
was
of
offside. Holy
That
cow.
was a really, that was like a total offside. Living there, and Marty literally cried in the mirror, but then I went. And the rest of the thing.
In that case, though, instead of throwing the puck in the middle,
There's nothing later.
You're right.
I'm right. I'm always right.
but we touched it right there. It should have been
I'm sorry, I forgot.
So that should have been the dump down low, right? Not in the middle. We should dump the puck down.
Now this is a good play, dumping it in, kind of. Okay, again, here's F1, F2, F3 situation. F3 should be a little bit higher. Oops. Okay, F3 should be up in this area here. Right?
I'm going over my test. Hey, no, they think really good. She's
See, they did the same thing, a dangerous backhand pass right up the middle. Right here, look. So this is really good. You really want to, I think this is C.
This is blue down deep.
Right here.
Yeah.
So she forces this defenseman to do something that he doesn't want to do. Right? Watch. It's a little pressure takes away this option, takes away this side option over here. We're getting rid of the puck. And this F3, like I said, it should be a little bit higher. That option to pass the puck is taken away. So you watch what the defenseman does, he's got to go on the other side. So what happens is I believe we read that, but you guys can see how that kind of develops. If one person comes in, forces them to make a decision they don't want to make, that gives them only one outlet, and that's what we did. If our player would have picked that up a little sooner. Yeah, it's called the weak side also, right? You guys know the strong side, weak side?
Yeah.
Alright.
I learned that from.
So here's a good little switch that happened too. F3 came down and pinched out, and I guess that's F2 coming back.
Yeah.
F1's a little bit low. Should have reacted, come back higher. Again, there's no one applying pressure to this defenseman. This is the perfect time to apply pressure to somebody. They got their back to the play, right? Everybody else on the ice knows where the puck is. So this I think is that Mary 12?
Yeah.
So it should have been a little bit closer, putting more pressure on that player, and the other two could have read what was going on. So this is a time where you want to put pressure. You want to force that player because they got their back to the play. They don't have really control of the puck. So you go there and put some pressure on them. Here we don't do that. There's some pressure being applied there.
It's really funny, ready? Because they have 8 wheels and 4 people on them, and 4 plus 8 is 12, and there are 12 inches in a foot, and 1 foot is a ruler, and Queen Elizabeth was a ruler, and Queen Elizabeth was also a ship, and the ship sailed the seas, and the seas are seas have fish, and fish have fins, and fins fought the Russians, and the Russians are red, and Wagner are always rushing around.
The Finns fought the Russians.
I
I know.
What do they actually have?
know, like,
That's why our ships are red.
Finnish person.
Okay, so our player should have came in and kind of backed up where their player is. So they have a white player here, a white player over here. We should have another white player in this area later.
Yeah, I like that girl.
This is where they give up the goal.
That's when I was putting out before, right before the
See, if we could have read the play, right? We're putting pressure on this guy right here. If our forward would have been able to read that and been in this area,
I'm actually, so if this is, F1 is here, if we, and this is the strong side, this is the case where F2 actually could come in this middle zone here, take away any of the middle pass here, and it's tough from perspective, but from a defense perspective, it's tough to actually, but this might be the defenseman stepping up here and having our second defenseman basically backing up the puck. So, F2 taking away that, D1 stepping up, just because we have a forward deep, that would be an aggressive play, and then having our second defenseman, cheating over.
so here's the situation. This guy ends up getting it down and then getting a goal. But like I said, if this F2 would have been able to read that play, because the puck's here, right?
Right.
It's just
And
it's called puck support, right? So backside puck support, puck's here. This F2 is supporting this forward in case the puck gets by, but it does get by because F2's over here, doesn't get into play.
Clear. Here. Not Marley. I think who's not here.
So I agree with both player L, the red helmet, stepping up at this position because you did have backside support and you did have back checkers there. The only tough thing is that when they get by, then everybody has to get it right.
So again, the back check didn't pick up. Back check didn't pick up.
Mushy Marley.
Okay, this is the eventual. Okay, this is the eventual goal scorer. So these two are both threats along with this person. This defenseman should have came over to this side of the ice, and these two back checkers should have picked up these two guys. Okay? But that doesn't happen. Everybody, there's three guys on this guy. And this person's open. This person's open too, so this person should have slid over there. But, you know, just a little bit of a defensive breakdown, but those things happen. Okay? It's called hockey.
This is gonna be over.
She could have chipped it up the boards around this guy instead of trying to carry it. Here we go again, F1, right? F1's going wide, F2, not sure who F2 is at this point.
Am I F2 to the net?
Cyclone
Well, there's,
Cecilia.
are you saying this?
Yeah, I'm
Well, you should kind of just read the play and
Well,
drop back a
actually,
little
this
bit.
play,
Okay.
F1 is actually
Oh, fire
D1.
right there.
So D1, so you guys need to be reading this, realizing one of our D just stepped up and somebody has to stay
I
back.
thought Olivia was
So actually,
stepping up.
in this case,
Maddie
Maddie.
should have been farther back, and I thought Olivia was stepping back.
So our two defensemen, one is in the corner over here, and the other one is below here. We have no defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, everybody,
Nobody's in this area.
and nobody, yeah, we have no defense right now.
I meant the net.
Okay, now kind of,
Okay, now you have it back. Thank you.
so
I should
you actually, this is actually a D. I was
I'm not
sure.
a D.
This is not,
Maddie
you're
should be
in a
back.
defensive position right here.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. You
Yeah,
should
you
know
are.
something you were. No, I'm
You're
not.
furthest
You're
back,
farthest
so-
back. Maddie was.
Yeah.
That's where I was. I didn't say no. That's where I was. No,
Oh, is this a goal?
Yeah, this was the goal.
I went behind the net and I tried to pass it to someone.
That was Cece's goal.
You
Yeah.
know, shit it is. I'm like, we should go in.
Here's a pet peeve I have with somebody on the team, number 18 named Marley Berglund. I don't want to name names, but the initials are Marley Berglund. And this is the pet peeve. I said, you're a fast skater, but when you stop to chop wood, stick handle over stick handle, you slow down and give them an opportunity to catch you.
I've never
So
seen
here's-
people, it's really sad.
You could have blew way by that guy, but this is great. We're going wide, which is perfect. F2.
So actually,
Right here.
right before that, so when you were right with them, when you were all right here, this is the case where you don't need two hands almost on the stick. You need to go one hand,
Push it ahead.
but it's only for a couple strides. Watch. It's only for a couple strides until you get ahead of them. Then as you go to the wide, then you can get two hands. Once you break into their zone, start moving, then you get two hands on the stick. So one hand. Get in front of them,
Science class.
Yeah, push that puck ahead. You've got all kinds of room right here. Okay, now you go wide, which is awesome. So F2, this is F2 coming in. This is that should become F3. F2 should be going straight to the net and yelling, I'm with you, net, net, net.
He has 3 players, freeze.
Oh, the door is closed.
I think it
almost
So in this case, yeah, so this we're calling this F2. F3 has this zone right here. This is that short side cast that you have everybody going in. So this area is going to be open right here. Otherwise, obviously getting it deep, it looks like they're taking off this angle of trying to hit the far post. So F3 is pretty much your only option, otherwise keeping it deep.
Well, then he had it up and then tried to go around. I can't do it because he's blocking really well. That's my
Okay, just another when you're going to chase somebody behind the net, as a rule, I like the forwards to be in contact with the defenseman if they're going to go behind the net. If they're not in contact with them, don't go behind the net. Cut across the front of the net. So here, there should be depending on what that defenseman is going behind the net now, you should be cutting in front instead of chasing behind. Okay? So this is actually a good read by ECC, but Ronnie should have been cutting across just because that's extra ice you have to make up. It's another 8 to 10 feet you have to skate.
So he was behind the goal line.
Yeah.
So the good thing there is you took away him going up that side.
Yeah.
You were driving the play to where we had players.
Forced him to
So
make a
that's good.
decision he didn't want to make.
But you can be more efficient by cutting instead of going behind. When you're behind the net back here, I mean, okay, technically, you know, the only person you're really taking away is this pass back to this guy. But more efficiently, you cut in front. Now you're on that back post.
Yeah.
Wait, Monza's name is Monza, but it says Al Monza on the back of his jersey. What's his real name? They call him Sister Al.
They told us last night that's his middle name.
Alfonso?
No, right here. Monza, the one with hair. They call him Sister Al.
Monza is his middle name. I forgot what his first name is though.
Al
Okay,
Monza.
so the point being is you skated an extra 15 or 20 feet that you didn't really have to skate, right? So that could be the difference between being tired on a breakaway or having that energy to complete the breakaway. That's all we're saying.
And so if you're back at this post here, I mean, if you're stopping and you're staying low and you're staying somewhere in this region, if that pass goes back to that defenseman and that defenseman takes it behind, now you're the first one on.
Yeah. So again, this player right here is reading that pass, which is really good. I think we got too many guys deep. Right?
Where is our D? Yeah, I don't know the
There's probably one up here, but there's a forward here. I don't know if that's RD or not, but.
No, that's not his shorts are D. Oh, yes it is.
So again, putting pressure, making them make a decision. So at this point, we don't have control of puck. So these guys should be thinking, hey, we don't have control of puck. I'm on defense now.
Right.
We have to be coming back.
So the other thing too is that we don't need 3 players there. Granted, these are our 3 forwards. So this is a case where if we did have control of the puck, we need to get somebody in the corner, we need to get somebody in front of the net. We need to be creating space and creating those triangles. Right now.
So again, I like a player to be kind of above the puck for support. Here we have 2 guys kind of, I'm not sure what they're doing. But again, we have 1 guy too low. So on this, I don't know if there's a pass to anybody or just kind of throwing it out in front, but there's really nobody there. So what happens? It goes to the other team. Marlon Bergman. So I like this too because that player jumping on the ice goes and covers the most dangerous person on the ice. Right?
Oh, okay.
Right away. Player named initial Marlon Bergman's doing some number on the other player. Okay, so this winger here is probably in the wrong spot, so this should be closer up here.
Granted, this winger too is probably in the wrong spot because this winger is supposed to be over on this side. Guys.
That is not a winger. That is a center.
Oh, you're okay. Okay, so then technically you're.
So on the strong side puck situation, the puck's here, and our winger needs to be up here with our D. Okay. Our D should be here, our center should be here, our wing here, our other wing can be kind of in here, and our other D is in front of the net, either here, it can be anywhere in this area is fine. I think we're done.
Yeah, no, we're.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're